Hi, I'm Ronnie. I'm a dog trainer, and I'm going to teach you today how to give a dog a piggyback. So Bailey, good girl. So the first thing that we want to do when working with a dog is making sure that he's with us. We're going to start by treating her every time that she's got an eye contact with us. When we're talking about treats, it could be the dog's food or it can be hot dogs. I personally like using hot dogs because it's motivating the dog more. So what I do is I call her, and when she looks at me, I'm going to give her the treat and say, good dog. So, Bailey, good girl. Good girl. And I'm going to start walking. And I want to see her still with the eye contact on me. So, Bailey, good girl. Now, the reason I'm keeping on saying good girl whenever I'm doing a new trick or while working with my dog is that I want to give her a marker that what she's doing is right. Okay? So when we're talking about a vocal marker, I can decide what the marker is. It can be yes, it can be good girl, okay? It can actually be any word that you decide, but it has to sound extremely happy, okay? And whenever the dog is doing something good, you have to use it. So when it comes to piggybacks, what we want to do is we want to put this trick and divide it into parts. The first part, making the dog feeling comfortable about our body. So we need to make sure that the dog can climb up our body, whether it's on our belly, whether it's on our back. We want to make sure that he's feeling comfortable with our touch all over him and his touch all over us. The next step is going to be to actually start making him jump to our body. We want to start by making the dog feel comfortable with our body. Okay, so the first step is basically sitting down with him or her and starting to lure her. So I'm putting the hot dog very close to her nose, and I want her to start touching and feeling comfortable with my body. Okay? And when I see that she's got it, I'm going to start putting her comfortable with other parts of my body too. For example, like this. This trick can actually take more than a few minutes to teach. When we want the dog to feel comfortable with our body, it really depends on the dog and on the level of confidence that he has with us. Okay, so I'm starting really by just giving her the option to start climbing up on my back. Okay, and then after I see that she's comfortable with it, I'm going to take the level a bit harder. And then I'm going to lean forward. Okay, my goal right now in this step is to make sure that she understands what I want from her. What I want from her is to basically climb on my back. So, Bailey, good. Down, good girl. Sit. Whenever we have this level of confidence with a dog, we can actually teach him almost any jump. The thing about the piggyback is that when we're doing it, we have to be extremely steady, okay? Because eventually we're going to take it up to this level. Now, as you can see, she's not very steady on my back at this point, and what I want to do is make sure that she's not feeling bad about it. Because if she falls, so I'm going to start from the beginning and teach her every step all over again. Okay, so that's why we're taking it extremely slow and we're not trying to push our dog beyond what he can offer us. So the next step that we want to go from here, when the dog put his hands over here, we want to take it a bit higher. Okay, and then we can actually see the leap towards our back. And after we have a steady leap, we're steady, the dog is steady on our back, he can be on the back, then we want to see him actually coming up, jumping when we're here. Okay, and then, and only then, once this is steady, we give this trick the name, piggyback. So after we know that the dog is feeling comfortable in climbing up our backs, and we already see him offering us this behavior whenever we lean over and give him the option to do so, we want to give this trick a name. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to stand in front of her, I'm going to put my left foot on the front, my right foot on the back. I'm going to lean over, but before I'm going to show her that she's supposed to jump by actually marking it with my hand, I'm going to say piggyback. And it's going to look like this. Bailey, piggyback. Good girl. Down. If you're watching this video, so you're probably a dog owner. And as a dog owner, you're probably aware of the problem that most dogs seem to experience when it comes to fleas and ticks. Now, personally, I don't like using any chemical products upon my dog just as much as I don't like using it on myself. When it comes to chemical products, what happens is that it can actually leave your dog with bald spot and sore skin. And not only that, but your kids can actually play with your dog, and also your dog can't play with other dogs because it's extremely dangerous if they just bite on the chemical collar. When it comes to my dog, I only use Arava products. It's safer for your dog. It's all natural, based on natural oils and minerals from the Dead Sea. Your kid can play with your dog can play with other dogs. It's working wonderful for Bailey. It's working wonderful for the dogs that I train. So just go on Amazon, type Arava, and there you have it.